Hi, my name is Amanda Perkowski. I am a 26-year-old dressage rider and trainer based year-round in Wellington, Florida. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the journey from working student and aspiring trainer to running your own business and being a full-time professional. I interact with a lot of young professionals or aspiring young professionals through my working students, and friends. And what I'm often asked is, do you have any advice for when's the right time to go off on your own? How do you build more clients? How do I grow my business? And I think that it can be very tricky as a young person who's maybe a working student or an assistant trainer to make that leap into working for yourself and having your own business, and whether that's just training horses or also managing a facility and having horses in care. It's a big step to take, and I don't think there's one clear path. I think every individual has to go on their own journey, and no two people's journey are going to look the same. But that being said, I do have some advice from my own experience. It might differ from yours, but if it helps, I'm glad. One thing I tell everybody that's aspiring to be a trainer is invest in your own education first. When I went independent, I was 24, but I had spent the 4 years prior to that working at a sales barn, both in Europe and the US as a rider. And I got the chance to ride many horses from 3 to Grand Prix. And prior to that, I was a working student for many years, and I got to work with some fantastic trainers that gave me the system that allowed me to go and take that job in Europe and continue to grow from there. But I think your number one priority before you do go independent is to make sure that you feel your riding and your education is in a place where you can handle challenging horses, you can develop horses, and you feel truly confident in your skills. And I feel like you will know that point when you reach it. And I think making educational opportunities happen for yourself is really important, because nobody's going to hand you knowledge on a silver platter. Most of the time you're going to have to go out and work for it and be present for it and go through the experience to earn it. So I think being very patient and taking your time until you feel like you're really in the right place in your riding before you make the move to go independent is essential. And that takes me into point 2, how you structure the transition from being a working student and assistant trainer or some other form of rider to having your own business. And the way that I did it was I started freelance, so I didn't tie myself to a barn and a base and add expense and risk. Instead, I just drove around my area and made contacts and gathered clients that way. And I did some advertising, and I was fortunate enough to have already been working for so many years in Wellington, so I did have some connections and clients from the moment I decided to go independent. But if that's not the case for you, I think you have to remember that word of mouth and results with horses and with clients are going to allow your business to grow, and that can be positive or negative. So that brings me back to the point of, you want to make sure you're really ready, that you can do a good job, that you can give your best to the horses and the clients. And if you're at that point and you're doing good work, just by word of mouth, you will likely grow. And you can also do things like social media and go to events, networking, to try to grow your name, grow your reputation, and interact with people more. But once you have an established base as a freelance rider and you have a certain number of clients, for me, I got to a point where I couldn't take any more clients in the day because of all the driving. So I only had like maybe 12 horses, but I was at 4 different barns, so the day stretched like I had 15 horses. So in April of 2023, I made the move to Top Meadow Farm, which is where I'm at now, after 1 year exactly of being independent and being freelance, because I had enough clients that were interested in boarding with me. And I just want to talk a little bit about the model I set up for boarding. So my goal with the boarding and care was not to be profiting hugely from the care. My goal was that the care is fantastic, the barn environment is fantastic, the horses get the best, and I'm making enough to break even there, maybe a little bit more to pay me for my time during the season, but yeah, that's not the ultimate goal, profit. The ultimate goal with my boarding and care was really high standard so that I could bring in really nice training clients and really high quality horses, and people felt safe bringing that quality of horse to me, because I really wanted to look to the future and I wanted to create something that would, a system in my business that would sustain the dream that I had for it in the coming years. What I wanted it to grow into, I tried to visualize from the start. So I hired 2 fantastic employees for 6 horses in the beginning, and I invested in premium hay, premium shavings, and the 2 people that I hired were very well qualified. I have now grown to 7+ amazing employees and 27 horses in care, as well as more than 12 in training. And all throughout, I've kept the same system of not looking to make a huge profit on the care, but rather have a really high quality service that then allows clients to feel good about bringing nice horses and putting them in training with me or being in training with me themselves. And that has worked out really well so far. I have been able to amass a comfortable amount of clients and have a wait list, and I feel like all of the horses and clients are happy with the care. And I think that's something that a lot of clients run into an issue with, is that maybe they really want to work with a trainer but they don't provide care, or they're not known for having very good care. And I think it's an issue for a lot of trainers as well, affording to pay your staff, have high quality staff, have enough high quality staff. But I think that this model of everything breaking even and being able to take really good care of the people who work for you, which is really important, as well as the horses, so that everyone is happy, allows you to have a super flourishing training program, and is just a model that makes everybody happy. You know, I don't need to be profiting on care if I can be profiting on training and creating something sustainable that can employ many happy people and bring many happy customers. So that is the approach I've used, and I am more than happy to talk further on this subject and dive into anything else you guys might be interested in terms of running your own business, being a horse trainer, living in Wellington. I hope one day myself to have some sort of system or riding school that helps young professionals and is something like a college, but that's many years away for me. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and want more, please leave a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see. Thank you.